Hi, I'm Anna. Welcome back to my channel. This week we're doing a slightly different video. I'm going to be vlogging my entire week from Monday to Friday. And I'm just going to go through just how I get reading done as well as like how my college classes are going. I mention my college classes once in a while on my channel, but I don't really delve into what I'm learning. So it is the beginning of Monday. Today is interesting because two of my classes are online today, and my third class has the option to be an online, so I'm just going to attend all three of my classes online. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I have three classes. I have U.S. military history, which currently were right before World War II. Then I have Russia and Napoleon, for which we are reading War and Peace. And then my last class is modern Japan, which right now, we are very much in line with U.S. military history, but slightly different because we're focusing on Japan, but we're both around World War II at this point. And then Tuesday, Thursday, I have my Greek historiography class for which we are reading Herodotus and Thucydides. We are over halfway done with Herodotus. And this Thursday, I have my midterm in the Greek historiography class, but it's going to be take home. At the beginning of the day, usually what I do is I'll go into my planner for that day. So you can see I have my three classes, and then I'll copy down a task list of things I have to do that day. Currently, I'm actually reading this book called Hour of the Witch by Chris Bojalian. This was actually recommended to me by Lady Jane Books, and she really enjoyed this book. It's very like reminiscent of like the Salem witch trials, even though so far it's set in Boston. It follows this young woman who is in a very abusive marriage. She's very young, and he has like a daughter who is her age. So it's not a good situation so far, but I'm only a couple hours in. I'm not actually actively reading that many books right now. I'm kind of just overwhelmed with everything in my life. 2 weekends ago, my sister got married. So we had her wedding Saturday, and that was crazy busy, obviously. And then the next Saturday, we went to the Renaissance Festival, my fiance, my mother, and I, which was so much fun. I went in costume. I will insert some video here. Usually we go to the Renaissance Festival at the very beginning, so we arrive there as the gates open, and then we probably leave there by early noon. We do not stay late. I tend to get tired very quickly. I think it's because I'm an introvert, but I did get some cool film and pictures. Because I've been so busy over the last few weekends, especially, which weekends are usually when I do quite a bit of reading, just because I have more time, I have not read that many books. I did just finish Unbroken by Lauren Hildebrand, and wow, that book was amazing. I'll talk more about it in my monthly wrap-up, but it was great. So I'm going to get to work. I have a lot of work to do today, especially since I'm staying home. I need to watch an online lecture for my first class, even though we're not having it. I need to attend my second two classes, but online. I will get back to you later to see how I am doing with everything. So good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, and I did very little actual work yesterday. I did do some stuff, okay? I finished all the readings I had to do for Monday, but I wanted to get some stuff ahead of schedule done, and I did not. So, today I have a lot of reading to do. I do have class online for my Greek historiography. We are studying the 7th book of Herodotus today and discussing it. I have like 20 pages to finish in that before class, but I'm almost done with that book. So that's the first thing I'm going to do today. I also am going to go over my notes for my midterm. I have my midterm Thursday in Greek historiography, and it's my last midterm. I finished all my other midterms like 2 weeks ago. The next thing I need to do is I need to read 100 pages in War and Peace. Usually how I do this is I listen to it on audiobook with the book opened up to the page. I have difficulty reading, just sitting down and reading like 100 pages of this. I'm currently knitting some socks, which are not that good. My first attempt at socks, so I will be doing that while I read that. And if I get to it, I also want to read some of this book. It is A Nation Forged in War. It is a nonfiction about World War II, and it's basically how World War II changed the United States. This is for my U.S. military class. If I get to it, I'm going to read some of Kokoro. It's set near the death of the Meiji Emperor, because I believe the Meiji Emperor's funeral is near the end, and that would be the 1912. It examines the themes of this massive divide between like the older generation who grew up like maybe in the Tokugawa era, where you had samurai and very rigid Confucian traditions, and then you have this younger generation who is much more about like modernism and examining different philosophies. So those are the 4 main things I need to do today. I've talked way too long, so I'm going to do a bunch of reading. I do have to attend my one online class, but that's not till 12:30, and it's currently like 8:20. So I guess I will check in with you, if not tonight, then tomorrow. And then you can see how disorganized I am with actually trying to film a vlog. So see you then. Okay, I am back. It is currently about 2 p.m. in the afternoon on Tuesday. So usually after I get out of my classes or I get home from my classes, I take a break and rest for like an hour, because usually I'm working all morning. So I'm going to go grab a cup of tea and a snack. I completed reading War and Peace this morning. Well, not completed it, but the 100 pages I needed to read. I'm currently on page 737, I think. Yeah, which means there are maybe like 400 more pages, 500 more pages I need to read, which is about 5 more weeks of reading this. I'm really excited to be done with it. I also finished reading Herodotus, and of course I had my Greek class. Now the 2 things left I want to do today is read some of those 2 books that I introduced to you at the beginning of today, Kokoro and the World War II nonfiction I need to read. So I'm hoping to read some of that. But for now, I'm going to take a break and rest a little bit. And yes, tomorrow is not only my mother's birthday, but also my 2-year anniversary with my fiance. But too much information. You guys don't care. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to get some tea. Alright, so I've finished all my reading that I have to get done today. I do want to get a little bit further into this book. Nation Forged in War, about World War II. But everything else I have finished that I want to get done today. I don't really think about how much I read for school until like I actually am filming a video like this, and I realize just how many pages a day I read. So I read 100 pages of War and Peace. I read about 30 pages of Kokoro. I read about 50 pages of Nation Forged in War, World War II. Then for fun books, I read about, well, I listened to about an hour of Hour of the Witch, which it equates to, I think, about like 25 pages. And then I read about 5% of Village School by Miss Reads, which is a book that Gina Stanier is always recommending on her channel. So I ordered it from the library weeks ago and it finally came in today. So I started that immediately. I read about 12 pages in that. So total, how much is that? It's probably about 200 pages or a little over 200 pages. So I read, yeah, this is about how much I regularly read in a day. I read about, especially on a day where I'm home and I have more time. When I'm at school from like 8 to 3, then sometimes I don't have time. So tomorrow hopefully should be a more interesting day for you because I'm actually going to be at school, or it's going to be a less interesting day because I won't be like filming in my classes because that seemed rude, especially since tomorrow is my mother's birthday and my fiance and my anniversary. So I will be busy in the afternoon and evening. So we'll see what happens with that. Hi, I am back. It is Wednesday morning. I'm really bright in the sun, but I'm here at school and I'm just going to not check in awkwardly because somebody's pulling up. I am probably not going to check in much today because I will be busy with the anniversary and my mother's birthday, so I will probably check in with you guys tomorrow, but I am going to record a little bit on campus. Okay, I'm back in my car. It is the end of the day. It is currently 2:30. I'm going to drive home and celebrate my mother's birthday and my anniversary, so I won't be checking in with you until tomorrow, at which time I will be staying home, but because I have my midterm, but it's like take home, aka he's going to email it to us, and then it's due by 5 p.m. tomorrow, so I will be doing that for at least a couple hours tomorrow. We'll see how long that takes me, and then I have a bunch of other stuff I want to do for assignments, so I will see you tomorrow, and I don't know, it feels really weird filming outside of the house. Like, I feel like everyone's watching me. I'm pretty sure this video has turned into pure chaos at this point, but you know what? I'm just gonna roll with it because if I don't, I won't have anything to post this Saturday. So last night was fun, lovely dinner. My sister and my brother-in-law came over and made my mom super amazing steak for her birthday. It was very sweet. And then I got to spend a little bit of time with my fiance. So I never drink red wine. I never do. I prefer the fruity wines, and if I am hard pressed to like actually pick out a wine, I will pick a white wine just because it's sweeter, and I tend to prefer like things like chicken and things like that. I don't tend to eat a lot of beef, which is usually what you pair with red wine, though I am definitely not a connoisseur of wine pairing with food. However, last night I was like, oh, we don't have any fruit wines or white wines, and we're trying to finish up this like red blend. So I had a little bit. Okay, let me just say, like, if this was the cup it was in, it was literally this full. It was not that much red wine because I don't like a lot of wine. And what do? There is an accident and it spills all over the quilt on my lap, all over my pants. Of course, it seeps through the quilt to my hands. And just a little bit gets on my phone. Like, there was just a little bit spilled here. And I was like, oh, it's not that much. It's fine. And so what happens, but it gets into the little charging port of my phone, and so now it won't charge. So it's really not worth it, especially since my phone is 2 years old already, to like go to a repair shop and repair it. So I bought a new phone today. So that was my day yesterday. So this morning I have 3 things to do. I am watching for my Russian and Napoleon class. I am watching a adaptation of War and Peace that was made in Russia in the 1960s. If you've ever seen the War and Peace movie starring Audrey Hepburn. This movie by Sergei Bondarchuk was the director. He made this film in response to the 1950s version with Audrey Hepburn from Hollywood, which, you know, pretty much butchered the original War and Peace. So he made this, I believe it's either 6 hours or 8 hour film. This was made in the 60s, so Soviet Union is in charge. It's right after Stalin died. So you have the government in Russia giving him an unlimited amount of money to make this movie, because this was the Russian movie. This was going to show the world that Russia was great, I guess. So it took 5 years to make, an unlimited budget. Like, they could even go into private museums and churches and just film anywhere they want. They used military men, actual military men in the Soviet Union, to be their extras. Not paid, by the way. So it's a very intriguing movie, but I have to watch like 20 minutes of that. We're watching segments according to what we're reading in War and Peace, so it's interesting to see what Bondarchuk, the director, keeps out and then what he puts in. It's very interesting. I also need to watch a lecture from my military history teacher. This was the lecture I was supposed to watch Monday, and I talked to him yesterday, and I was like, yeah, I can't access this. So he just emailed, like, it was weird because, like, part of the class could access it, but then the other part couldn't, so it wasn't like nobody could access it. We were very confused. So I need to watch that, and that should take me about an hour, unless I can watch it like double speed, because it's a video, I can watch it faster. And then the last thing I need to do big is my midterm, which my Greek historiography teacher already sent the midterm over. It's open book, but it's kind of supposed to challenge your previous knowledge. But I also know that everyone's going to use it as an open book. So for the most part, I'm just going to like pull on my memory of understanding of things. But I'm also going to go back and reference Herodotus if I need anything. My mind is very chaotic this morning, but I have my coffee, so... Okay, probably not the best angle, but I wanted to do a quick update before I head to school this morning. It's currently like 7:30, so my phone is still not working, which is great. It's weird because I'm so used to part of my night schedule going to bed, browse a little bit on Instagram and Facebook, and then go to bed. And it's not like I spend like an hour or 2 hours on there. It's more like 15-20 minutes, but because I didn't have that option last night, I found that I could not sleep at all. Like, it took me forever to get to sleep. But today is Friday, the last day of the vlog. I'm going to school to all 3 of my classes, and then I'm going to come home and hopefully edit this vlog. We'll see how that works. I'm quite overwhelmed. I don't think I will like check back with you until I get home at like 3:30, but I'm definitely feeling like under the weather and tired. It's probably just because it's Friday and I want this week to be done. Okay, quick Friday update. This will be my last update of the week because I have to go edit this video and then get it up and schedule it to be posted for tomorrow. This vlog, I realize, is extremely chaotic, though I think it is a more realistic depiction of my life because, let's face it, when it comes to like college, things are always chaos. You don't feel like doing school, you have so much to do, you don't have time to do everything, you have so much you want to read, but I did get about a little over halfway done with Hour of the Witch. And let me just say, it is intriguing, but it is a little bit of like everyone against her type narrative because it follows this young woman, Mary, who is married to this abusive husband, but because they're part of like this Puritan culture where it's very harsh culture. I mean, it's like Boston, Massachusetts, but like it's right around the time of the Salem witch trials. So she sues the court for divorce from her husband, but there's also like rumors of her being a witch, even though she's obviously not. At least we haven't seen it because it's all in her perspective. So I'm really enjoying reading Hour of the Witch, but it's not as much like Halloween witchy themed. I was thinking it was actually going to have like witches in it, or like have a lot more to do with witches, but it's more of like, oh, this town is almost against her and she's in like abusive marriage. I feel like this vlog is just an amalgamation of just how crazy busy my life is right now, just trying to fit everything in, like whether it's vlogging, school, reading, personal life, you know, spending time with my family and friends, my fiance. It's just pure chaos right now, and this vlog will be a demonstration of that. I will try to do like a more organized video next week. I'm sorry, especially since I should do something like really fun for Halloween. So next week will be the day before Halloween, so I'll post something fun for Halloween that time. So let me know if like, what was your favorite part of this video? Do you have a chaotic life as much as I do? Can you relate? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe. I post every Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern time, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!